Good morning, students. Yesterday we have completed Bayes' theorem. I feel that you have gone through it. Now today we are going to do some more problems basing on the Bayes' theorem. So this is the exercise problems we are doing now. We will upload the material. Material means the questions. 2 pages will come. In that whatever I am saying, those questions will be there. So total 18 questions will upload. 12 I will tell, 6 you have to do. Okay, remember this. Now basing on that, now textbook problems I am doing now. If you have textbooks, okay. If you don't have textbooks, also okay, because we are uploading the questions also. So those you see and do it. Now let us move to the first problem. First problem we will move now. I will read the problem, I will explain, and remaining problems and everything, that one you see it. Okay, anyhow. Now, what is the first problem? I will see, I will read here. He said here, like this paper will be there, 2 pages will get you. A urn contains 5 red and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random. Its color is noted and written to the urn. Moreover, 2 additional balls of the color drawn are put in the urn, and then a ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that the second ball is red? So the first is, this is working problems. So you will give in all writing. So that what you have to do, first of all you should understand what is given, what is asking, what is happening. If you know these 3 only, we can do the problem, otherwise problem will come. An urn means it is a very big, just like a box, we will say box, urn means like the round will be their shape, that is called urn. In that urn, we have 5 red and 5 black balls. So, just like that, I want to show you here, number of red balls in that urn is 5, number of black balls in that is 5. Just to have a knowledge what we read, I am writing like that. So an urn contains 5 red and 5 black balls. A ball is drawn at random. Its color noted. Its color is noted and written to the urn. Moreover, 2 additional balls of the color drawn are put into the urn, and then ball is drawn at random. What is the probability that the second ball is red? So now my dear students, what has happened, I will just explain, then we will do the problem. So like this urn is there, in that urn 5 red and 5 black balls are there. So what I did now, I put my hand and I took one ball from it, I had drawn one ball from it. So naturally you know what are the sample points, one ball drawn from it means 5 plus 5, 10. So 10 balls, one ball I am drawing means how much, what is the sample points? N of s is equal to 10 C1, you know pretty well. Now the question is, which ball you are drawn is the question. So suppose if I had drawn red ball from the first time only, then what is the probability of drawing a red ball first time? 5 by 10, 5 C1 by 10 C1, because 5 red balls are there. So out of 5 you can draw 1, 5 C1 by total balls are 10, 10 C1, that is okay. Now what happened? Then what he did? Okay, red ball has come, no? Again 2 red balls. The ball which he is drawn first, noted color, the same color balls added to the urn. Added to the urn means what? First time what you got it? Red ball. So another 2 red balls added when after first ball is drawn. Okay. So next draw, when you go for next draw, how many balls, red balls will be there? 5 plus 2, black balls 5 only. Total number of balls how many are there? 12. 5 plus 2, 7, 7 plus 5, 12. So what he did? Okay, he observed the first ball is red, again 2 red balls he took and he mixed it in that. Then what he is saying? I want second time also red ball only. Second time red ball only. So second time red ball means total number of red balls how many are there? 7. So 7 C1 by 12 C1, 7 by 12. So like that, the drawing red ball in second draw, it may be 5 by 10 into 7 by 12. Immediately, one student asked me, why sir, first drawn ball is white, so red, it may be black also, you know. Who told that first ball is red? He told that only you have to get red ball in second draw. First draw you may get anything. You got red ball, okay. There is a same chance of getting black ball in first draw also. Correct. Or means what? Plus. Or, yes, if I draw a black ball from the first draw, black ball also 5 is there. So total number of balls done is there. So the getting it is also 5 by 10. Getting a black ball in first draw is 5 by 10. Okay. Then what you have to do? After noting the color, again the same color 2 balls is added to the earned. So now second time means what? He added to the black balls, 2 black balls, and 5 plus 2 here will be there. Now red balls as usual 5 will be there. So total number of balls 12. So second ball what do you want? Red ball, and 5 by 12. So therefore it is second ball to be red is 5 by 12. So either this or this. If you draw first ball red, in second draw 7 red balls are 7. If you draw first ball black, second ball in second draw red balls are same. Black balls will increase, but red balls won't increase. So this is the probability. Over. This is the problem. 5 by 10 into 7 by 12 plus 5 by 10 into 5 by 12. So if I take 5 by 10 means what? 1 by 2. 7 by 12 plus 5 by 12. Over. So this is equal to 1 by 2 into 7 plus 5, 12 by 12. 1. It is nothing but 1 by 2. This is the problem is over. I explained problem is over. Now problem is starts for you. How to express? This is very important. How to present in examination? This is not entrance. Entrance means okay. Very happy sir. We understood. Happily we will do it. Entrance means not steps are necessary. Final answer is 1 by 2 is important. Correct? Now I will tell you how to write, how to present in examination. So I will write each and everything. My dear students, after reading the problem, I think you understood. There are 5 balls in urn, there are 5 red balls and 5 black balls. He wants to get a second ball is a red ball. But in the meanwhile what he did, if he draw a ball first time and if he observe the color of the ball, the same color of the 2 balls will be added to the urn. Then he will go for the second draw. So there are 2 chances are there getting any ball from the first draw. That either may be red or may be black. So both are, since they are equal, so getting a red ball first draw, getting a black ball in first draw, same only. But if you get a red ball in the first draw, 2 red balls should be added, then the number of red balls per second draw is 7 available. So 7 7 by 12 7 by 12 I put. Or if you get a black ball in the first draw, 2 black balls will be added to the urn, then 7 black balls will be there, 5 red balls only will be there, then it is 5 by 12. Number of balls 12, red balls are 5 by 12. All simplified, I got 1 by 2. Now I confirmed that you understood very well now. Now how to write, I will tell you now. Okay, my dear students, understood you know? So let me try to write here. Okay, so this is how we have to write. You have to important. First, probability, drawing a red ball. I write P of probability, P of drawing a red ball in first draw. Because what you are writing, you should write probability of drawing a red ball in first draw. How much? 5 by 10. You write the same. Working, that's all. 5 by 10. Already we know it, you know, you write that. 5 by 10. After simplification, it may be 1 by 2. Leave it off. Now what happened? After drawing the first red ball, what he did? Oh, it is a red ball. Then what he did? 2 red balls are added to the urn. So now what he'll write? If 2 red balls are added, if 2 red balls are added to the urn, if 2 red balls are added to the urn, if 2 red balls are added to the urn, so what will get? Then the urn contains, then the urn contains 7 red balls. Correct or not? 7 red balls. Because 5 plus 2. First one is red, same color should add. So 5 plus 2, 7 red balls. No? Now what you will do? Now P, probability of drawing a red ball in second draw. So now after this, P of probability of drawing a red ball in second draw, how much will come? That is equal to 7 by 12, because here this much only should extra added means this is, I should write whatever you thought that you should write here. So probability of drawing a red ball in first draw is 5 by 10, and from urn, if 2 red balls are added to the urn, then the urn contains 7 red balls. So probability of drawing a red ball in second draw is 7 by 12. Now what will happen? If first draw only Y should get red ball, you may get black balls also. So that's why you are right now same story here also. I'll write. What will write now? Probability of drawing a black ball in first draw. From an urn. That is not necessary, but if you write okay, from an urn, that is equal to 5 by 10 one here also. 5 by 10, because the black ball also same only. Now now we'll write same story will write. If 2 instead of red balls, now what you should write? Black balls. If 2 black balls are added to the urn, then the urn contains 7 black balls. In place of red, you write 7 black balls. I think you need not write everything, my dear students. I think you understood. Correct? Now what you have to write now here? Here you should write, if 2 black balls are added to the urn, then the urn contains 7 black balls. Okay? Because again writing the same, not necessary. Okay? Now, what do you want? Finally, what do you want? The probability of drawing a red ball in second draw. Here, just I'll write now. If 2 black balls are added, again I want to write it, are added to the urn, then the number of black balls, then if 2 balls are added to the urn, then the number of urn contains, then the number of black balls, then the number of, better, why unnecessarily, worse, easy, because same sentence is there means it is easy for you also. So added to the urn, then if 2 balls are added to the urn, then the urn contains, that I write, then the urn contains 7 black balls. 7 black balls. Over. Now, this time also we want to draw only red ball only, no? So, probability of drawing, after this probability of drawing a red ball in second draw. How much? Because this time we are not added red balls, we are added black balls. So red balls are same only, 5 only, 5 by 12. Okay? If it is first time drawn red ball means 5 by 10, second time drawn red balls is 7 by 12. Suppose if it first time drawn is black ball is means 5 by 10, second time also take a red ball means 5 by 12. So okay. So because number of balls will change, but red and black according to the color will change. Correct or not? Now, so therefore the probability of drawing second ball as red is. So finally, the probability of drawing, second ball is a red ball. Second is a red ball. You tell me. So these two, the same thing you write. 5 by, shall I put arrow mark here? Yes. 5 by 7 into 7 by 5 by 10 into 7 by 12 plus 5 by 12, 10 into 5 by 12. 1 by 2 common. 7 by 12, 5 by 12. 1 by 2 into 1, 1 by 2. Over. This is the answer. So therefore, the probability of drawing second is a red ball is 1 by 2. Okay, you understood? I think this is the first problem which he has given now. Okay, my dear students, it is very clear. This is the problem number 1. Okay. Now let us move to the next problem. Okay, very clearly I explained, 100% you understood also. Let us move to the next problem. So what I am saying, we have to see it. Now I'll write first I'll read the problem, then we can move to the problem next. Here a bag contains 4 red and 4 black balls. Another bag contains 2 red and 6 black balls. One of the 2 bags is selected at random and a ball is drawn from the bag which is found to be red. Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag. Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag. Now, according to the problem, we have a bag contains 4 red and 4 black balls. Another bag contains, means how many bags are there totally? 2. So let us say here problem number 2 according to the textbook. So now you take here, for example, see this is bag 1. Here what is there? You tell me. 4 red and 4 black. Next bag contains 2 red, R means red, 2 red and 6 black balls. Now he said one of the 2 bags is selected. Okay, at random, and a ball is drawn from the bag which is found to be red. Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag. Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag. Okay. Now everything, what is Bayes' theorem we told, now we have to understand that. My dear students, explanation is easy, I will tell you. So I will repeat off once again this. Now you see, now what I am saying is, listen carefully. Yesterday while explaining Bayes' theorem, I said if the so many examples also I told you, if 2 bags are there or 2 boxes are there, which box you have to select means, I said any one of them you can select. The chances of selecting any one of them is 1 by 2, because 2 boxes are there, one will select 1 by 2, correct or not? In a similar fashion, if the 2 bags are there, first of all, if 2 bags are there, first of all you have to select any one of the bags. Which bags will select? Any bag you select, the probability is 1 by 2. Why? Because there are 2 bags are there, 1 bag you have to select. So I will write here, the first I selected bag A means that is nothing but 1 by 2 probability. The probability of selecting bag A is 1 by 2. Then what I did? Immediately, simultaneously, I took a ball from the first bag. What is ball from the first bag means? How many balls are there in first bag? In first bag there are 8 balls are there. Out of 8 I should take 1. That is called 8 7 ways. Then what do you want? That ball to be a red. That ball to be a red means how many red balls are there? 4. Out of 4 I should take 1. It is 4 by 8. My dear students, first I selected bag, then I took a ball from it. That ball should be red because he has given. My dear students, follow me very clearly. First I selected a bag. After selecting a bag, I draw a ball from it. Then again I said it should be a red. So the probability of getting a red ball in first bag. So that is why 1 by 2 into 4 by 8. Correct or not? Because total balls are 8, 4 are red. Now you may ask, why you have selected first bag? The same chance as the second bag also. Okay. Or means what? Plus. Or probability of selecting second bag also 1 by 2. Probability of selecting second bag also 1 by 2. Again you want red ball only, no? That is common. How many red balls are there? 2. So 2C1 by number of balls here also 8. 6 plus 2 8, 4 plus 4 8. That's all. So that's all. This is nothing but total probability. Yesterday we did it. Total probability. My dear students, total probability. Theorem also explained, this is that. So finally what? First of all, you find getting a red ball from 2 boxes. Add it, then you will get the total probability. So total probability of getting a red ball is this. Now you tell me what you want. Finally what that fellow is asking? Is asking a red ball that should be drawn from first bag. That is called reverse probability. That's why this is called reverse probability. He is asking that ball must be first bag. So which is given? Ball is given. But which bag we have to find out from? It is ball is given, bag 1. Correct or not? This is called reverse probability. So he is asking like that. Okay. So now favorable events means what we did now according to the reverse condition. First bag selecting is 1 by 2. Getting a red ball from the first bag is 1 by 8. By what is there? Total probability. Sigma is there, no? 1 by 2 into 4 by 8 plus 1 by 8 into 2 by 8 over. This is the probability. Over. If we simplify, yes, I will simplify now. I will write here. Don't worry. 1 by 2, 2 goes here, 4 goes in here, 8 2 times 1 by 4. I will get in the numerator. Now here 16 is there. So let us take 4 plus 2 by 16. Correct or not? 16, no? 16 I don't want to cancel. So 4 by 16, 2 by 16, which is nothing but 1 by 4 into 16 by 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. So 4 goes in 16 4 times. In 4 2 goes 2 by 3. Answer is 2 by 3. Over. Answer is 2 by 3. So we got answer is 2 by 3. This is what you answer, our answer. So finally, problem is over. Okay, I understood now. Now understood, sir. First I selected bag. Selecting bag is 1 by 2. That first bag we want a red. The chances are 4 by 8. Otherwise, first bag I may select second bag. So probability is 1 by 2. Getting a red ball from bag 2 is 2 by 8. That is called total probability. Now, but I want favorable event is what? That red ball from a first bag. So that's what probability is same here. That you write by total probability over 2 by 3. Over, sir, I got it. You got it. But you have to represent it. So that's why 1 2 problems, not every problem I will tell you. But how to write, I will tell you. If you write like that in exam, you will get 5 marks. Otherwise, you lose. So this everybody will do. This is not entrance. Entrance means like this you will do. I told you as early also. So now we have to write each and every problem. Okay. Now let me write on the board. Okay. You understood? Problem you understood? I think so. So nothing is there. Problem understood. Why I wrote everything. Now representation I will tell you. Representation also I will tell you. How representation will be done. What I said in Bayes theorem yesterday, sample space divided into n mutually exclusive and exhaustive events, partitioned. N partitions we did in sample space. Correct? Here what is the sample space? Sample space is there. How many partitions they did? 2. What are those 2? 2 bags. 2 bags is nothing but partition. So total sample space is in the 2 bags only. So that sample space divided into 2 bags. So therefore, two bags is our events. Bag 1 one event, bag 2 another event. So E1 and E2. Yesterday we read already. So they don't have, they are mutually exclusive and exhaustive events. Means if you add the two bags, entire sample space and don't have any common. Here, what is common? Let A be the any event associated with the sample space. Yes, in statement we said. So here what is the A? Getting a red ball associated in sample space. Correct. Red ball is there here and here also. Here how many red balls are there? 4. Here also how many red balls are there? 2. Red balls is common. That is our event. Let A be the event of getting a red ball associated with the sample space. Over. If A you know, E1, E2 you know, now you have to find out the probability of A given E1, probability of A given E2. That we have to write now in words. I think now we'll come to know. So let me write the problem first. Let E1 and E2 be the events of, I'll write here, let E1 and E2 be the events of, what is the events of? Events of getting, events of drive, whatever you say, events of selecting first bag and second bag respectively, events of selecting first bag and second bag respectively, why you write in that order we are selecting. So now selecting a first bag is E1, selecting a second bag is E2 respectively. Now we have to give their probability, and otherwise we write the second form done respectively. So what is their probability, you tell me? Then this implies P of E1, probability of selecting a first bag, is same as the probability of selecting a second bag. So that's why P of E1 is equal to P of E2. How much? 1 by 2. See, here and here I told same. So that's why. So probability of selecting a first bag, probability of selecting a second bag, both are same. That's why 1 by 2, 1 by 2. P of E1 is equal to P of E2 is equal to 1 by 2. We wrote now. Now, next what? A, we write now. Let A be the event of getting a red ball. We write that. Let A be the event of, getting a red ball. Let A be the event of getting, that is asking, it should be a red ball, but that's why A be the event of getting a red ball. So this implies now, what you have to write now, what you need, this implies P of A given E1. My dear students, it is easy to tell. What does this mean? Probability of A given E1 means what? Probability of drawing a red ball from first bag. This is bag, this is red ball. So probability of drawing a red ball from first bag. Now, sir, already I explained what is E1, what is A. Is it necessary probability of drawing a red ball from first bag? To understand you, I wrote in examination, directly can write. These are necessary, and P of A given E1 directly can write. So the probability of getting a red ball from first box is how much? 4 by 8 here. 4 by 8 is how much? 1 by 2. I think understood. That is correct. Now you know what I should write. And P of A given E2 means what? Probability of drawing a red ball. Probability of drawing a red ball from second bag. How much it is? From second bag means how much? Here is 2 by 8. 2 by 8. That is nothing but 1 by 4. So these are the important. Two events are there in a sample space. Two events are there. That is E1, E2. What is E1? What is E2? What is A explained? Then what is A given E1? What is A given E2? Now finally, what you are asked to find out, that you should write. What you are asked to find out now, I'll say this from this. Okay, the probability of drawing a ball from the first bag given that it is red. So that you write the probability of a ball, of a red ball. Okay, na? The probability of drawing a ball. The probability of drawing, we'll say like that. The probability of drawing a ball from first bag, given that it is a red ball. It is a red ball. My dear students, see now what is finally asked. Once again I will read. Why I wrote like that, you will come to know. That is given by is given by how will write now? Probability of. Here see, reverse. Even given A. This is called reverse. That's why reverse probability. Even given A. I'll read once again, you see. Finally what is said? Find the probability that the ball is drawn from the first bag is red. So that is the reason. So the ball is drawn from the first bag. Whatever is asking, that only I am writing here. The probability of drawing a ball from the first bag, given that it is a red ball, is given by probability of even given A, opposite to this. You see, A given A opposite. How much? Now formula. What is the base formula? I will write here. Probability of even given A is equal to probability of even into probability of A given even. Correct? This only will come, you know. Probability of even into probability of A given even by total probability of even into probability of A given even plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2 over. This is the formula I wrote now. Simple. Reverse what is there, you write here. Probability of even into probability of A given even by probability of even, total probability of A1 into probability of A given even, probability of E2 into probability of A given E2. If 3 is there, third one is there, plus probability of E3 into probability of A given E3 will write. Like that, how many sample space there? So in sample space, how many events are there? Like that really. Here, 2 only is there. Over. So this is the very important working. So this working is important. After this, what to do, sir? Over already I explained. You know. This you write, that's all. This is the problem. This step. Now what will write now? In place of probability of even, what will write? 1 by 2 into 4 by 8 by 1 by 2 for plus 4 by 1. This step. So this step you write, enough. Over. That is over. My dear students, I think you understood very well without any problem. So that is the probability based theorem. Very simple. But you have to understand first. You have to understand it and you have to write it. Both are there. If you don't write, then problem will come. So these are the, for 5 marks, whenever you want to get full, then we have to write like this, my dear students. Okay? So now let us move to, every problem is like that only. One type of experience will give. From there you have to find out what is even, what is sample space, what is events, what is what you want, what is A given even, what is A given V2, what is the reverse of it, substitute formula, write it. This only, principle is this only, but we have to find out. Okay, let us move to the next problem. My dear students, let us move to the next problem. Okay, I think you understood without any problem. Okay, next, problem 2 is over now. Now let us move to the next problem. So, because this year we have reduced our syllabus, because PU board reduced our syllabus, in that the 5 marks question, this 3 marks question now will come into the 5 marks question. So previously it is 3 marks question. So everybody used to, this much you will write for 3 marks, that's why they will go for choice. Now this year 5 marks it is given. Even 5 marks also choice will be there, but everything you cannot leave like that, you know. So that's why I explained each and every point. Okay, my dear students, I didn't leave one question also, an exercise point of view. Let us go to the next problem. So, see now, first backdoor red balls, first two problems are there like this. Now, third problem, what is there? You see, of the students in a college, it is known that 60% reside in hostel and 40% are day scholar. Previous year results report that 30% of the student who reside in a hostel attain A grade and 20% of the day scholars attain A grade in their annual examination. At the end of the year, one student is chosen at random from college and he has A grade. What is the probability that the student is a hosteler? My dear students, after reading this problem, I got sample point. Sample space is what? Hostel, college. In this college, what sample space, how is divided? Hostelers, day scholars. Correct or not? You tell me, correct or not? How what is divided now? Here sample space divided into two events only. What is the two events? One is hostler, one is day scholar. So here E1 is what? Suppose you can say E1 is hostler. What is E2 here? E2 is day scholar. Over, you know. So the probability of already is given, being a hostler, being day scholar, without any problem we can write it. Now, what is your A? A means what, sir? You said, you know, A is associated with. Yes, I'll read now. After reading this problem, A is what? So he said that at the end of the year, one exam is conducted. In that conducted examination, students got A grade. So getting A grade at the end of the end of the year, who will get? Those people under final examination. Those who wrote final examination, whoever got A grade, they are nothing but A, event A. Over. Now what you should do? So now A given E1 means what, sir? Probability of getting A grade being a hostler, that is E1. Probability of getting A grade being a day scholar. So you both got it? Over. Your problem is over now. You understood, you know? So the same thing what I said now, we have to write now. Okay? Let us start. We'll write it. Okay, now here. Problem number 3. So ours problem only. Now we'll write. As we know that there are two events are there. What are the two events? Hostler and day scholar. So let E1 and E2 be the events that the student is A. We write like that. Let E1 and E2 be. So what we said now? Hostlers and day scholars. So 1 minute. Short piece problem. E1 and E2 be the events. E1 and E2 be the events that students. Okay, na? Let whatever events are, see, same like that only should need not write. That the student, you can, meaning should not change. That the student. Okay, na? That the student, what is that? One is hostler, is a hostler. That the student is a hostler. Who stays in hostel is called hostler. Hostler. And what is another one? Hostler. Another, and a day scholar. And a day scholar. Okay, na? And a day scholar. Day scholar means who come, you know it. Day scholar means who comes from home. Hostler means who resides at college hostel. That's called day scholar. So this is respectively. That is, you write respectively. So first of all, I wrote like this. Let E1 and E2 be the events that the student is a hostler and a day scholar respectively. Now, which probabilities anything is given from the, we'll see now. Yes, we'll see now. What is EM? Let A be the event that the chosen student gets grade A. So getting a grade A. Let A be the event. I will write here. Let A be the event. Let A be the event. Let A be the event that chosen student gets A grade. Gets A grade. A grade. Who got A means what? Getting A grade. So getting A grade student is that. Okay, na? So now chosen student get. Now you write whatever is there according to your probabilities. We will write now. What is given? So P of, this implies P of E1 being hostler. How many are there? You will see. In our students, 60% reside in hostel. So 60% means what? 60 by 100. 60 by 100 means what? 6 by 10. 6 by 10 means what? 3 by 5. My dear students. And who is the day scholars? P of E2. What is how many day scholars? What is percentage given? Here day scholars are 40% are day scholar. Okay, na? 40% are day scholar. Okay. 40% day scholar means 40 by 100. 40 by 100 means 4 by 10. 4 by 10 means 2 by 5. So from the given statement, E1, E2 probabilities, we got it. Okay, na? Now A you should get it. That is the problem. Now, so first of all, now what you should get now? P of A given E1. That is common only, P of A given E1. And probability of student getting an A grade is hostler. Probability of A given E1. What do you mean by it? Probability. Shall I write directly? Probability of student getting A grade from hostler. That is meaning. So everything I need not write, I think. This is of A of E1. Already I told you. Probability of student getting A grade is a hostler. So how much is given? You see now. Probability of getting a student, the previous year results report that 30% of the student who reside in hostel attain A grade. 30% people got A grade. So therefore here 30 by 100. 30 by 100 means how much? 3 by 10. 3 by 10 over. This is the probability of A given E1. Now, comma, probability of A given E2 is how much now? Probability of A given E2 means what? Probability of student attains A grade being a day scholar or is a day scholar. How much is there? He has given according to that 30% or 20%. 20% people doing day scholar. So you write 20% means 20 by 100. It is nothing but 2 by 10. Okay, let it be like that. We will say. So P of E1 we got it. P of E2 we got it. P of A given E1 we got it. P of A given E2 we got it. Okay, happy. Now reverse probability. What is asking? We should write. Now what is asking finally? The probability. The probability that a randomly chosen student. The probability. The probability that randomly chosen student is A. The randomly chosen student is a hostler. The chosen student is a hostler. Chosen student is a hostler. Given that what is said? It should be from A grade only, no? Given that he has an A grade. Given that he has an A grade. Is given by. I will write. Is given by probability or reverse probability. E1. Hostler means E1 only, no? So E1 given A over. So whatever you are asking, whatever you have to find out, that is nothing but reverse probability. There you write reverse, even given A, that's all. So this implies probability of, right formula, even given A by Bayes theorem. You can write by Bayes theorem also. By Bayes theorem, you can write like that. P of even into P of A given even, because it is asking being asked. If we say day scholar means E2, we will write P of E2 into P of A given E2, we will write like that. So total probability P of even into probability of P of A given even plus P of E2 into probability of A given E2. What is total probability? E must be a grade holder, let it be hostel or day scholar. Hostel probability getting a grade A, day scholar getting A, if you add together it is total probability. Whichever you want particularly, that should be numerator, denominator. So now according to this, now what is the value now? P of even, we know that 6 by 10 and 3 by 5 into P of A given even. What is P A given even? 3 by 10. Okay, by the same thing you will write, 3 by 5 into 3 by 10 plus P of E2, how much P of E2? 2 by 5 into P of A given E2, P of A given E2, 2 by 10. That only, right? Now simplify, this everybody knows it, so I need not tell you. So 9 by 50, 5 into 10 by 9 plus 4 by 50, because LCM same, why unnecessarily. So here 50 cancel. So this is 9 by 9 plus 4, 13. So my dear students, after doing all the things, here 9, if we cancel and put 1 by 4 means that fellow will die. Who is going to correct, that fellow will die. So please look, this is not into, this is plus, so that 9 won't go. So 9 by 13 will come. That is the probability of choosing A grade fellow, that from hostler. Okay? Or so that is how we are wrote. You have to remember how I am writing, how I am assuming, that is important. Okay? So therefore it is nothing but according to us, it is 9 by 13. Let us move to the next problem. Next problem we will do. Okay, 100% guarantee that you understood. So only practice, you have to practice more is what? How to represent. So representation also I am telling you. One problem is given, immediately you should go for which is sample space. In that how many events are there, like that. Okay, you are clear, shall I repeat? Okay, now let us go to the next problem. Problem number 4 now. We have total 12 problems are there. So as 12 problems I will give you, because some big problems are there, some small problems are there, no problem, I will explain you please go through it, because you may not have time afterwards to revise this. So better you have to take your responsibility, your own responsibility, and sit together and go through all these things. So tomorrow college will open, that time again we will see like that. Don't neglect. Please do it. If open means okay, revision, even more confident we are. So that's why be in such a manner, but don't say that only this will happen. Okay. Now problem number 4 now. In answering a multiple choice question, a student either knows the answer or guesses. He guesses. Let 3 by 4 be the probability that he knows the answer, and 1 by 4 be the probability that he guesses the answer. He guesses. Assuming that a student who guesses the answer will be correct with the probability 1 by 4. What is the probability that a student knows the answer given that he answered it correctly? So again, this application come to the student only. Previous one, what we got it? Previous one, what it did? Student also, college student, like that only we got it. This also multiple choice question is given. But one thing, it is very simple. What is sample space here? Examination. In examination, what happened? 2 events are there. What are those? Answering. What is given? Answering multiple choice questions by knows the answer, guessing the answer. So 2 choices are there. 2 events are there here also. Knows the answer, getting the answer. So finally what is A? You should get an answer correctly. Correct? That should be from where? That is the final answer. Final what you have to find out. So it is very clear now. Sample space is there. E1, E2 knows the answer, guess the answer. Probability of A given E1 you have to find out. Probability of A given E2 you have to find out. That's all over. So whenever you read the problem and come to conclusion, this is E1 and this is A, your problem is over. Remaining all mechanical process. Okay, my dear students, let us move to the next problem. Problem number 4 now. So already we completed 3. So what is here? Let E1 and E2 be the respective events that the student, I'll write now. Let E1 and E2 be the, okay na? Let E1 and E2 be the, so what is be the respective events? What are the respective events? I'll write respective events. Okay, if I don't write like this means by this time only we have completed all the questions, but it will be difficult for you. That's why that the student knows the answer, that the student knows the answer, that the student knows the answer, and another one. What is the next one? Knowing answer means knows the answer. Next is what? And he guesses the answer. And he guesses the answer, or he guessed the answer. He guessed the answer. This is the two events. As I told you, sample space is this only, divided into 2 parts. That is very important. First of all, how many events are there in sample space? If you know it, you will know what to do. So there are 2: guessing, knowing the answer, guessing the answer. Understood? Now what is A now? According to the statement, we will see now. What is A? Let A be the event that the answer is correct. Correct or not? Let A be the event. Let A be the event that the answer is correct. That the answer is correct. Finally, I want correct answer. That is common. That is what he is saying now. Let A be the event, let A be the event that the answer is correct. That only is asking. So if you read the test problem, you will come to know. Okay, now once you know it, so now you should write what is P of E1 and P of E2. First you will write first. Okay, this implies, I'll write here, this implies P of E1. P of E1 how much is said? 3/4 he said. Correct? Comma P of E2 and guessing answer 1/4. Sir, if that fellow not given guessing means what to do? Total probability 1 minus knows answer 3/4, guessing 1/4. If not given also it can find out. Why? Because total sample space 2 only. Entire union is entire sample space. The probability of sample space is 1. Therefore, 1 minus 3/4 is 1/4. It is given, okay, not given also okay. Okay, like that you should get it if it is not given means. Okay, next. So, now probability of A given E1. The probability that the student answered correctly given that he knows the answer is. That is the meaning of probability of A given E1. What is probability of A given E1? E1 means what? Knows the answer, knows the answer. What is A? Correct answer. So probability of getting correct answer given that he knows the answer. Correct or not? He has given correct answer. You know the correct answer means what? I know, sir, this is perfectly, this answer is this only. Means what? Probability of certainty. Certainty means what? 1, my dear students. Okay, you understood? So this is 1. I know this is correct because given correct, knowing also correct. So therefore, the probability of A given E1 is equal to 1. The probability of knowing correct answer given that is a correct answer is given. Okay, my dear student, you take like that. So I am not explaining this, I am expanding this. If you need, you can expand it also, you know it. Okay, next, probability that the student knows the answer given that he answered it correctly. First one, what is the, so here is what, first one, the probability that the student answered correctly given that he knows the answer, that is P of A given E1 is equal to 1. Next one, probability that the student knows the answer given that he answered it correctly given by, so how much is there now? P of A given E2. P of A given E2 is how much? 1 by 4. We will see now. P of A given E2 is 1 by 4. It is given or not, we will see first. It is given. Here I will read once again. Let 3 by 4 be the probability that he knows the answer and 1 by 4 be the probability that he guesses. So assuming that a student who guesses the answer will be correct with the probability 1 by 4, assuming that a student who guesses the answer will be correct with the probability is 1 by 4, that only this. Assuming that who guesses, the answer is given correct, he only given. After guessing correct, guessing is second event. A is correct answer. Correct answer after guessing. So what is the probability is given? 1 by 4. So whatever the statement is given, if you write these three, these are easy only. Common you should write, that's all. You correct only? Okay. Now finally, what you are asked to find out, that you have to write. The probability that a student knows the answer, I will write. The probability that student knows the answer, given that, so what is given, that only I am writing, nothing else. The probability I added, that's all. The probability that student knows the answer. So what is given in problem, that only I am reading now. The probability that the student knows the answer given that he answered it correctly, given that he answered it correctly, he answered it correctly. That's all. That is given by, or is given by. So you tell me probability of, what will you write? Probability of E1 given A. So E is given by probability of, reverse probability, E1 given A. So by Bayes' theorem, you can write like that also. By Bayes' theorem. How do you know means? By Bayes' theorem. Probability of E1 given A is equal to probability of E1. Don't forget to write this. Probability of A given E1 by total probability. Probability of E1 into probability of A given E1 plus probability of E2 into probability of A given E2. That's all over. So what are the values are there with you right now? Probability of E1, you see there, 3 by 4 into probability of A given E1, here somewhere else, 1 by 3 by 4 into 1 plus probability of E2, 1 by 4 into probability of A given E2 also 1 by 4. Simplify it. So this is nothing but 3 by 4 by, here 4 is there, here 4, 16 is. So 16 LCM will come, you write LCM 16, 4 goes in 16 4 times, 4 3s are 12 plus here 1. So now 3 by 4 into 16 by 13. So 4 goes here 16 4 times, 4 3s are 12, 12 by 13. So this is probability is more to get it. Okay, my dear students, we got 12 by 13. This is 5 marks per. Like this only, we will get it. Okay, na? You got it now, I think. So this is, okay, how you got it means 12 by 13. So that E1 and E2 be the respectively the students. So this is the problem. This is how we are doing. Every problem is like this only. Whatever you take, like this only. We will take out first. We will see what is sample space, divide into events, and what is respect of their probability of their events, and what is A, and what is probability of A given E1, probability of A given E2, and their respectives only we will do it. Okay, my dear students, one, even I can tell you like this going on, but you have to do it, you know. That's why I am giving much time now. So please go through these 4 problems once again, and let us move into the next class. Another 4 or 5 problems we will do. Okay. In the meanwhile, please practice Bayes theorem once again, total probability and this probability, so that you can understand. In coming classes also you can understand very well. Thank you.